He did a little.
Was that like one-on-one, two-on-two, any of that?
Not really. Just, some drill work and some shooting.
No contact?
Very little.
Any status for tomorrow?
We'll see tomorrow.
Looks like Charlotte's got a few different characters, but they got a good result in Atlanta. They're doing a little different lineup.
Yeah, they're a very talented team. They have some good young players. They're playing really hard. They could put a lot of points. They're scoring a ton of points, so they have good quality depth, and they'll put a lot of pressure on us.
Where'd those Julius floaters come from?
He just continues to add to his game, I think, and that's what we're talking about, is versatility. So I think, we've seen the running of the floor, we've seen the three, I think when he attacks the basket, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And we were talking about the floater versus the traditional mid-range shot. And I like that shot a lot better than the mid-range, just because I think you pull bodies off of people. So if you miss it, we got a good chance of getting an offensive rebound off that.
I'm going to ask you a small sample size question. Your guys' shot profile is really good right now. It's like tons of corner threes. I think you're taking like the third fewest mid-range shots, tons of stuff at the rim. Do you feel like that is representative of what you guys are going to be able to do?
Well, it's what we're trying to do, and we still got a long way to go. And so when we talk about it a lot, but the commitment to run and to move without the ball and to space the floor properly, to space and respace, that requires everyone being committed to doing it. So if you have one guy who doesn't respace, then it's gonna mess up your offense. And then to not allow that, you don't want to take low-quality shots. You want to take high-quality shots. And so I think that's an important part of winning, knowing when to shoot, when to pass, and what type of shots we're looking for.
How much is that a result of chemistry and ball movement that right now?
Yeah, it's a compilation of all the above. And, I can't say it enough about what Jalen's brought to the team. And so control and manage the game, keep the team organized, both ends of the floor. Use five-man offense, five-man defense. But we've had a number of guys, the chemistry of the team is strong. I think the passing lends itself to that. And I think the commitment to get back and be tied together defensively, if one guy jogs back and is not trying as hard as he can on defense, that breaks down your team spirit also. And if you pass up an open man, I think that kills your spirit as well.
I know you talked a little bit about Garrett's minutes, but not as much of the minutes. Like in the odd quarters, you've been going like 3 or 4 minutes, quickly closing out the quarter as kind of the point guard. What inspired that as opposed to?
I like our depth, and so it's going to be someone different every night. Nothing is set in stone. The guys that were out there were the guys that I felt were playing the best at that particular time, but I have a lot of confidence in all those guys, and even the guys that aren't in the rotation right now are more than capable. And so I love the way the team practices every day and their commitment to each other.
I know it's just a couple games, but you seem to be real strong at the 5 position. I mean, can you talk about the?
Yeah, we have high quality depth, and obviously where Mitch is, and then Isaiah gives us a different component, and the guy who hasn't played yet is Jericho, and Jericho's terrific. So I know when his opportunity comes, he'll be ready, but I love the depth that we have at that spot.
Tom, does Julius look like Julius of 2 years ago to you?
I think different. I think He's always been a very gifted offensive player. I think 2 years ago, obviously he had a great year, and a big part of that, I think, was his shooting that opened up a lot of things for him. But then I think the league sort of caught up, and now I think he's caught up to what they were doing. So he's doing a lot of different things now, and that diversity has really helped him, and it's helped us. And you can't key in on him like you used to, and when he plays like that, we're hard to guard.
Going back to, I guess, year one with you and Mitchell Robinson to now, how much has he improved in defending the pick and roll?
Now, in every area of his game, all facets. So I think his athleticism, that's what he was getting by with, like most young players when they come into the league. Now he's got experience. He's really done a great job of putting in extra work. I think he knows the league well. He knows our opponents well. He sees things. He anticipates. He communicates. He covers up for a lot of things, protects the rim. Very good at helping you execute offensively, and puts a lot of pressure on the rim. And we know how gifted he is with his offensive rebounding, and he's very unselfish. So all the things that he's great at, a lot of them are hard to measure statistically. There's not a statistic for how many pick and rolls you set, or how many times you dive to the rim, or multiple effort to keep a ball alive. And oftentimes there's two guys on them, so someone else is getting to it. But that commitment to make our team good is what makes him who he is. And he's really bought into work, and I think that it's paying off for him.
Have you seen him, I guess, either disrupt when he's defending screen roll? Have you seen him disrupt that more often?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing is, because he has the ability to get up on the ball and also get back to protect the rim. And so you can blitz with him, you can switch with him, you can be in a drop with him. There's no coverage that you can't utilize with him. And I think that's a big advantage.
Well, I remember last year, like, when you guys played in Indiana, and Miles Turner had 7 threes against you guys, and that was kind of symptomatic of Mitch kind of not being as strong against stretch bigs. It seems like he shored that area of his defense up a lot. Why do you think he's
I think part of that is experience, too, like having a good understanding of who's a capable shooter, and oftentimes it may have appeared like he was giving up the shot, but in most cases, he was picking up penetration. And so I think the communication to veer and to switch if someone's beat, so you're taking the three out, a small on the big on the perimeter is not a mismatch. A big on a small in the paint is not a mismatch. So I think he has a good understanding of that now. But I think that comes with experience.
Do you ever think you'd see someone block a Bol jump shot?
Bol played very effectively against us, but that's what Mitch does. Mitch can cover up a lot of ground very quickly, and he's long and athletic and great anticipation. So I think when we know that those are the things he's capable of, and he's also got great feet. He can guards on switches.
I guess it's a positive when Quickley doesn't score, but he can contribute what he did for you in 23 minutes and not score.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the way he played last night. I thought he played well without shooting well. And we know the shooting is his strength, and I know that'll come around. But I thought his floor game was terrific. Made great reads, got us easy buckets, hustled on defense. So he played really well.
How do you assess how Evan has fit into with the starting group so far?
Great. Just him being out there, he moves without the ball. He gets a lot of attention because of the way he shoots threes. So it's a different dimension to our team. He's a very good pick and roll player. I think he reads defense as well. he has great chemistry with Mitch. You know, so he sees him and he keeps him involved. So I think that's important for us as well.
Tom, you said like the league kind of caught up to Julius. Do you, in a way, from what he did 2 years ago, how do you think this kind of the new way he's playing, you know, running the floor, you know, not, I guess, isolating like he was, changes things for him?
Well, I think you're exerting a lot of energy. Like and look, some of that was we were down point guards last year, so it was out of necessity, you know. And so, but I also thought that 2 years ago, like people, they waited to make sure, like certainly the first half of that season, before they made the commitment to send a second defender or a third defender at him. And so the way he's playing now is running the floor, he gets some easy baskets, you can still play, you know, if he pushes it to make a quick decision and then create movement, he's done a great job with that as well. Then you can use him in a pick and roll, he can be the screener, he could be the ball handler. So you're trying to take advantage of all the different things that he can do, the cutting, the moving without the ball. Like, to me, those easy baskets are great for him, and it's great for us. The more we can get those layups and easy type of shots, wide open shots, the more efficient we're going to be.
It looks like he's just having fun again. Is that
His spirit's been great. You know, I think, and I felt this at the end of last season. I knew he would work all summer. That's who Julius is, and so I thought he came in with a great mindset. He was in great shape again. And I think he and Jalen have great chemistry together. So I think that's helped. So it's been a real positive for us thus far.
Once you got to get Jalen in the summer, is there a conversation with Julius saying, hey, now that we have, you know, our lead ball handler here, X, Y, Z might shift a little bit for you on offense?
Julius is very willing to do whatever you ask him to do, and he just wants to do what's best for the team. And so he and Jalen hit it off right away. And once they started building their chemistry, and you can throw RJ in there as well, you know, I think that helped sell it to the rest of the team, and Mitch was around quite a bit also. So, you know, we had a lot of guys working together.
What have you seen just from Julius's buy-in? Because he's playing that, you know, there were a lot of adjustments he's already had to make just in terms of the way he's playing.
And I'll say this, Julius is a tremendous athlete, and I know from having coached against him, what you don't want to see is Julius flying up the floor, attacking the rim, playing with speed like he's playing. You'd rather defend him stationary with the ball. And so I think because of that, I think he knows the different things he's been through. This is really, and he wants to play fast. And so I think that's huge. And I think he can help sell it to the rest of the team. And when he's moving the way he's moving, it gets the whole team moving that way.
Tom, when did you decide you wanted to coach? Curious.
That sounded like it.
Did like 12-year-old Tom
Yeah.
want to be a coach?
No. So I don't, you know, like I always love sports, game, you know, but, you know, when I realized that I wasn't good enough to be a professional athlete, then I realized, okay, what's the next best thing? And so, and I was fortunate. I had great coaches, high school, college, and then I worked for a bunch of great coaches. And so I was around great players, great coaches. I've had a lot of good fortune throughout my career.
Was that college? Was that?
Yeah, college. Like at the end of college, I knew that I wanted to coach.
That's good. Want to know what he's ordering for lunch?
Yeah.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah. See you guys.